Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Unlike Sir Iftikhar Azam, my presentation may not be at that intellectual level, but actually this presentation is a part of my study which I have taken out in the recent past, and it's related more to the environmental concerns in Pakistan, and I'm here presenting a short part of it. So, just to start with, I have named it as Shop Green and relating it to the Generation Next as the theme for this conference. We are relating it to the Generation Next, and I'll mark it as a phrase that the Generation Next has to be more human. And we can be more human if we are more relating to the natural environment. So I'll mark it as the true Generation Next. This will be actually holding an experiment towards the future, keeping in mind the major concerns of the environment in Pakistan. I've selected the area for Karachi, which I'll be describing later on. Talking about the major concerns, the emerging concern for environment is now a part and participle of design in every aspect. The postmodern era has vastly affected the natural development and the use of all social activities. Shopping activity, which I have taken for this study, the shopping activity is one of them. The acceptability of change in shopping activity has become more or less a norm due to the urge of ease. This urge of ease has ultimately played a disastrous role in environmental degradation. I call this development as an orthodox approach in today's environmentally aware society. To me, living conveniently is modernism, and always a better option which does not disgrace the environment in the name of development. Although the concept of commercial areas and shopping in cities has changed with time, but at the same time, a city cannot be licensed to deform the norms of the nature and environment. Though the use of the commercial spaces has been guided by the so-called development in users' daily life as well as in the urge of making modern cities, yet there has always been a clearly visible level of discomfort in users' mind. This discomfort can actually lead us to a more complicated situation if not improvised architecturally. I must relate it to the architecture because all of the experimentation here which we will be doing is of course related more to the architectural solutions. The awareness of environmental issues is not new in Pakistan also. It has been observed and addressed in almost all strata, starting from the government level to the common man. Not only in Pakistan, but around the globe, the general abstract problem stays in the mind of people. The urge of ease has taught the people to park the car at the doorstep of the house as well as at the entrance of the shop in the commercial areas or elsewhere, resulting in a huge deterioration in the essence of many activities. The problem identification starts at this point. It is the need of the time that people should upgrade their minds. This will actually be a start of a new dawn in the sustainable modern world. So the basic aims and objectives of this study, which I have taken out, actually I have taken out a chunk of my study relating to the shopping, and the basic aims and objectives for this study was that it derives its origin from a self-motivated approach to the problem. It aims to first acknowledge the phenomena of shopping activity in its true essence, and it also aims to open a debate about different possibilities to upgrade the shopping area discussed. This is the part where I'll be needing your feedback at this point. One of the aims is also to float the idea of sustainable modernism in shopping activity. So if I start describing the location, although Karachi has many examples of shopping places all through the city, the one chosen for this study is the best representative of its own type and having a considerable impact of urban environment and social life. The section of Tariq Road, which was selected, those who belong to Karachi might be very well aware of the shopping centers at the Tariq Road, but those who are not aware, I think the illustrations will guide you better to its origin. Starting from the Liberty Signal, turning towards the Jheel Park, including the Jheel Park also in this study, and then going straight from Liberty Signal towards Shara-e-Qaideen. On its north, there is Kashmir Road, south faces the Jheel Park, and east belongs to the Shaheed Millat Road, and then the Shara-e-Qaideen on the west. So this portion will be the area which we'll be discussing. This portion, this is Jheel Park located, and this all L, this is basically the chunk which I have taken out for this study. And this will show you the Google image for that. The area marked in the red, it shows the Rahmania Mosque also, and the other roundabouts also. Now, describing the basic character of the shopping activity on Tariq Road during the last decade, because it basically derives the problem from the last decade. It's starting, originating from the last 20 years or so, because before that it was a residential area, as you might be knowing it. The shopping activity on Tariq Road has been developed over the years but not modified. Increasing trend of comfort, availability, and raise in the financial graph of users has actually given rise to many of the problems for this commercial area. The major change in the last 70 years is gradual conversion of the area from pure residential to pure commercial. Residential and commercial activities do not complement each other, but the protocol of the both stands there separately. Privacy, no vehicles, and security for the residential, while access, visibility, and the value for the commercial areas are the aspects which are missing in this area. One cannot deny a thin line of close relationship between the two areas. Therefore, there was a mere need of adapting a clear vision for the Tariq Road in order to keep the area activated sustainably. These are the some glimpses of the area who are not familiar with the area. As you can see, this hazardous parking near Rahmania Mosque. Rahmania Mosque is located on one corner of the study area. As you can see, the lined up public transport near Allah Wali Churangi, and it seems that this is a passage for the public transport only. Parking and moving vehicles. These are the two things which are seen in the picture and nothing else. So they're both stagnant. This is a view of the Liberty roundabout. As you can see the Liberty police jockey here, and a train of cars on both sides of the road. This is a Jheel Park, which gives a very green picture, but the study says that it is not, more or less, not in use, because people don't go there to use, because the access is the major problem for going to the Jheel Park. You can see no way to walk, all traffic. It's cloudy with the traffic, and the level of the pollution is also very clear from this picture. This is just an observational land use map of the area. This shows the commercial areas. This L is the line of the study area, and it is leading to the Jheel Park through this area, through this line. And this all blue lines are commercial. The pink shows the residential area. As you can see, there are still more of the area is occupied through the by the residential. Empty plots are very less. These only 4 in this study area. Actually, I'm talking about only this chunk. And then the amenity. The both bigger plots, they belong to the amenity, and they have been discussed in the otherwise. This observation will tell you that this line on one corner, it shows the hawker zone, which are continuously present there through the year. It increases on occasional basis also, like in Eid and in other occasions. Then comes the parking zone. There is a continuous line of parking which is present always, all around the year. And then come the moving vehicle zone. Of course, then there is a divider in the middle of the road, because this is a two-way road. But the problem exists that there is no way to walk. Actually, who is the user of this area? For the user of this area who are coming by the vehicle or by walk or through any means, they don't have any place to walk here. So that was the major starting point for this observation. So this shows that, as I have explained it earlier, that there is a big contrast in the definition of the shopping area and the existing condition. If we claim Tariq Road to be a shopping area, if we are using it as a landmark for Karachi, that Tariq Road is a basic shopping area, then there is this place has not been improvised for the user of the space, which are coming for the shopping. This is another observation of the same Liberty roundabout, and the counts for this picture are amazing, as you can see. The number of the vehicles and the number of the people, they are 7 and 34 for this central chunk. So through the analysis of these observations and through the questionnaires of these major stakeholders of the area, like the shopkeepers and the pedestrians and the people coming on their personal vehicles, through the public buses and everyone, I have come to the point that the choice of movement pattern which they have ended up is shown by the graph. Some very rare amount of the people is present there that who are saying for the both of the choices side by side. The major weightage goes for the pedestrian. And the problems which they are facing by all the stakeholders there are majorly parking, the lack of services like washrooms, non-availability of parking, public transport, then inadequate pedestrian facility, traffic congestion, excessive hawkers at the wrong place, lack of greenery, lack of proper eating place, lack of law and order also. It is related to the safety measures and these. Now, the needs, as I have observed, the major needs, the requirements of the area are shopping, of course, when we claim that this has to be a shopping area. Comfortable weather is one of the part which is missing here. Food, the entertainment, safety from the traffic, since there has to be moving vehicles, greenery and parking. So these, this was the inbox where I was moving in to find out the solutions, and this is the point where it opens the debate also to find more solutions on the experimental basis, which we can see in the future. So the proposal which was chalked out as a result of this study was providing a pedestrian walkthrough in the area selected, number one. Number two, providing a parking plaza in a portion of Jeel Park, providing separate space for the hawkers in the empty plots which are presently misused but declared as commercial. Actually, there was also a precedent study gone in the area of Meena Bazaar in Karachi, as you might be familiar with that. And there the hawkers were also replaced and they were realigned in a new place, and it was acceptable by the every type of the strata from the users and to the shopkeepers and all stakeholders. Providing a new traffic plan to follow while approaching Tariq Road from the other parts of the city, and then providing a shuttle service which is emission-free and maintained by the shopkeepers pool. This will again be on the experimental basis if it works. So moving towards green, actually there is always a gradual change which is acceptable by people and which is sustainable also in the long run. So as on the experimental basis, what we can do is for the month 1, the street is pedestrian only on Saturdays and Sundays, evenings after 5 p.m. Personal parking at Jeel Park Plaza and underpass works for the public transport all day long. Second month mein kya hoga ki street is pedestrian only all day long on Saturdays and Sundays. Personal parking at Jeel Park Plaza, underpass works for the public all day long. And for the third month, moving onwards, no vehicles on the ground floor level. Street is only pedestrian at ground floor level while using the parking plaza at Jeel Park, and public transportation will go from the underpass. Now the traffic plan was actually approached, it becomes all in all 1.86 kilometers for the Tariq Road, and traffic plan I have divided it in two sections. One is the conventional approach in which we will redirect the available roads, and we will redirect the traffic coming towards this area. And second one is the radical approach. In conventional approach, as you can see that this solution will ultimately direct the flow of the traffic from different areas to the city and leading towards Tariq Road. It provides the redirected vehicular access. So this from Shahid Millat Road, from Shahid Millat Road, it directly comes through the Siraj-ud-Dawla Road to the Jeel Park, because I'll show you later on in another illustration. This portion of the Jheel Park will be used as the parking plaza. And then for the second access, from Khalid bin Walid Road through Dr. Mahmood Hussain Road towards the Jheel Park, from here. And third one from this Share Qaideen, going through another internal road towards, again, to the Jheel Park. And through the radical approach, this will be the portion which is trenched down as an underground path, and this portion will be used as an underpass for the public transport only. As I described the behavior throughout the 3 months, and gradually we can move on and using this underground level for the public transport, so that the upper floor level is all vacated for pedestrian ways. These will be the 3 junction points to get to the upper floor level, from the ground floor coming to the upper floor through the steps, and the public transport is moving down, as you can see, and from Bahadrabad Chirangi, sorry. From Bahadrabad Chirangi, and then Liberty Chirangi, and then Allah Wali Chirangi, as they are named. Now, the problems which are preconceived while giving these solutions, they might come. Number one, the unwillingness and the low acceptability level of the stakeholders, like the users. Probable shutdown of a business for a certain time period. Then there might be engineering issues also. Then expensive technology might involve. But at the same time, the benefits which we can get, a major change is always welcomed if it is satisfying the major stakeholders of the used area. Better opportunity for everyone, including people coming by public transport. Better front view of the shops will be available, which itself is an appealing factor for both customers and shopkeepers. Less air and noise pollution, especially when the area is equipped with proper landscaping elements. Corrected space allocation for parking, hawkers, and shopping separately. Proposal for the hawker zone. Currently, located empty plots are proposed for the relocation of the hawkers in the area. They have been observed acceptance in the city for the relocation of hawkers previously in the area of Meena Bazaar in Karachi, as I told you before. The proposed hawker zones will be considered as the responsibility of the city government, city district government, to establish them, as they have done in Meena Bazaar also. These are the proposed locations in this particular study area chunk, which are proposed to be for the hawker zones. For the parking plaza, actually there is the redesigning of the parking plaza is recommended previously by the CDGK, city district government, and but there is a little bit change that the green area of the park has a maximum usable space rather than to simply convert it into a massive building structured parking place. Going underground to some acceptable level can be considered as a possible solution, where there can be room for the green area to be further developed. This area, this is only one chunk which is taken out of all the Jheel Park. This area, it is calculated roughly, and this area will be only used for creating a... Now, the remodeling of the idea as a result of all this proposal will be a conversion of simply this scene into this scene. So you can see the comparison. I'll repeat it again to see the comparison, that how it's acceptable for every stakeholder or the user of the area. Now, to conclude this all, the thought for the future, I have to throw it to you people to, because this all study is done on the experimental basis, and the major idea of this study is to give you a thought for the future, which we can implement through different experimentations. Ultimate comfort in respect of all civic activities, including shopping, is the mere need of time. To redirect the civic norms, we need to redirect the use of the civic spaces. Environmental comfort in shopping places not only enhances the economic graph of the particular area, but it also dictates the landmark value in turn due to the ease in use. This might add up in the properly defined civic spaces. And last, We need to upgrade our minds to achieve the sustainable modernism. It's not a story of papers. It should come to the ground. Thank you. Thank you so much.